Alright, hello everyone, my name is Denizen and welcome to Europa Universalis for Mare Nostrum. The new expansion pack has just been released today. There's a bunch of new features that we will be taking a look at in this new playthrough. Yeah, so we are going to start a new playthrough after our playthrough with Japan. We're still going to finish the playthrough with Japan, so if you're waiting for the end of that, don't worry, it's gonna be there sometime. I'm gonna have to roll back this EU4 version, so it's gonna be a bit difficult, but I think I'm gonna do that in the weekend, perhaps. I don't know. We'll keep you up to date. In any case, let's focus on the new expansion pack right now. I wanted to get this to you as quickly as possible. Paradox Entertainment has provided me with a key for this expansion pack as well, so thanks, a lot of thanks to them again for that. So yeah, a lot of focus in this new expansion pack on naval stuff. For example, we've got trade leagues, we've got states and territories, and there's a new feature with sailors, corruption, we can promote mercantilism, new trade missions for ships as well, so a lot of interesting stuff. And as we played as Japan and in Asia in the last playthrough, I thought it would be fun to focus on Europe this time around. And also I would want to focus on a trading republic, so a merchant republic, and that's why I selected Genoa, or Genoa. I'm gonna probably pronounce it as Genoa, so hope you like that pronunciation. I'm not quite sure which is the correct one, but oh well. So yeah, Genoa. It is a merchant republic, which means that we have an extra merchant, a caravan power of plus 33%, increases goods produced in foreign provinces where the country has trade power. So I think that's an ideal country to check out all the new stuff that is in Mare Nostrum. So yeah. There's only a handful of merchant republics, I think. I think Lubeck is one, for example, and Venice as well. And Genoa doesn't have the most powerful starting position. However, we do have some overseas stuff right here in the Genoese Crimea. So that's sort of interesting. I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen with that. Perhaps we could use it to expand here. I think Theodoro is a very important province, probably to vassal. Maybe even take them over and force religion. I think that is another strategy that is used often. So it's gonna be sort of dividing our attention between those two, and I'm very curious to see what will happen. I haven't played as Genoa before, so and actually I'm not even sure if I played as a merchant republic before. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's see if it works. We are going to play in the normal mode. No Iron Man. You never know what happens to your save games. Right, so I think first off we have to set ourselves some goals, because I really want to know in which kind of direction we're going for this playthrough. And I'm thinking, because we are focusing on trade, one interesting thing to do might be to focus on colonization of the New World, because that will probably be very lucrative for us. Excuse me. If we can get some trade supplies over from the New World. We are playing with a normal New World, so no randomization there. Because I think trade routes tend to not work too well with the randomized trade world, so there you go. Immediately, by the way, we can see some differences in the new build. For example, Ireland has been completely reworked, a lot of new provinces there. I think there's also a lot of new stuff going on in Africa, a lot of new provinces down in the south. But we'll see that when we get there. Yeah, some good stuff. I'm very excited about a new expansion, and I think it came to us pretty quickly after the last one. I hadn't even finished my playthrough with the Cossacks Expansion, so that tells you something, I suppose. So yeah, let's take a look here. We've got the sailors. I think we can use those to put on our ships. Seem to be highly trained individuals, so I'm very curious to see what that will do. We've got the new corruption meter here as well. Corruption changes by plus 0.12 every year due to religious unity. And we are working towards rooting out corruption, which we can actually set the amount of money that we want to spend on that. I think that's Let's see. Can we see the actual effects? High government rank, blah blah blah. Corruption can affect all power costs, minimum autonomy, as well as spy defense and spy network construction speed. So it has some sweeping influences. This arrow wasn't there yet. That's interesting. Total income minus total expenses gives you your balance. Yeah, well, that makes sense. So yeah. Okay, let's see. What do we want to start with? I think first off we need to get ourselves some allies, because we are in a bad position here. I hope we can get out of it. It's gonna be a bit difficult, but we'll just see what happens. First off, I think we want to ally France, because that's probably gonna be the most powerful ally that we can get currently. Offer alliance. Bam. Let's just do it. And also I've read that Poland might be a good ally as well, because of our problems that we will be having here with Crimea. Because, of course, Poland has Moldova as a march. Yes. Not Lithuania just yet. Mazovia is a vassal though, so that's right over there. So Poland is, I think, a powerful ally. Lithuania is actually a rival to us, so that's not gonna work. Poland, though, I think is important. I think we will improve relations with them in order to get that going. Yeah, so Aragon will be very important for us to focus on, because they've got stuff right over here. We will want to take that at some point, probably. So might want to take a look at Castile as well. I think for now France is probably the most important ally that we can get. So we'll see what happens there. We've got merchants working already, I think. So let's see what they are doing. We've got the trade situation here. So yeah, of course, Gibraltar is going to be very important, because we've got a lot of stuff coming in here. From the New World, actually. Yeah. And from Africa as well. This is gonna be a massively important trade node, Seville. Or Sevilla, I should say. Some stuff coming from Egypt here as well, of course. And I suppose we are collecting here. Yes, we are earning 2.9. That's a respectable amount, I suppose. Okay, and we are actually forwarding trade here as well. Actually, quite a lot. That's probably not only because of us, not just because of us. Because there's probably a lot of stuff going forward as well here. Yeah. Okay, so that's good to know. Oh, now it's gone. Okay. So, our first thing that we want to do is to take a look at the new mission settings here. We did in the previous expansion we had a button to just protect trade. That is not the case anymore. Now we've got mission settings and select mission, and then we can actually pick protect trade. But we can also do something like hunt enemy fleets, seek out and attack vulnerable enemy fleets in selected region. We can blockade enemy ports, evading enemy fleets that are not significantly weaker, and intercept enemy fleets, seek out and attack enemy fleets near allied coastlines, focusing on troop transport. So that's gonna be a very useful feature, I think. Maybe even more so in the New World, where we can just block off actual fleets that are trying to board our countries or land in our countries, in our territories. So that's good to know. We've got an explorer mission as well, but of course we need an explorer to do that. It's like a back button. Huh, very interesting. So we are going to protect trade in the Genoa trade node. It is our trade node. It's named after us, so we need to protect it. What else do we have? We got a lot of galleys and a lot of cogs. So we've got transports and galleys, yeah. I think we'll just mothball them for now. Do we have any troops here? No, we don't. So this is basically unprotected. Although, of course, we really want to keep this ours. Keep this in our possession, so... no, I wanted to mothball. There we go. Okay. Okay, what else? We've got 10k troops here. And... We will have France and Poland, I think, yeah. And now I think we'll just let it run for a tick and see what kind of the developments happen. I want to see what Castile does if they rival France, for example, and Aragon. Yeah. Here we go, guys. Speed 1. Okay, France accepted our offer to enter into a military alliance. A lot of military alliances going on there. I'm not quite sure if we are going to be able to vassalize Theodoro. They are allied with Trebizond. I don't know where those guys are. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not quite well versed in the topography of this particular region. Where? Actually, I really can't find them. Trebizond. Ah, okay. Well, that's probably not an awful ally to have for us. For them, we would still be able to take them out, probably. I'm thinking about Venice, though. Did Poland actually accept our alliance offer? Not yet. Oh, we couldn't actually do that yet. Okay, that's right. We're still working towards that. Okay, so I'm thinking about Venice. They will probably become a rival in the future, but for now, I think they might have some good armies going. Let's take a look. Can we see? Venice. Yeah, they've got 15k. It's actually quite alright. And I think they probably have a lot of naval stuff as well. Let's take a look at that as well. Ah, sailors. Very nice. Yes, they've got a lot more sailors than we do. I'm not quite sure how the sailors mechanic will work, so it's gonna probably just take a bit of work for us to see how that's gonna do. Yeah, we actually need sailors to be able to buy a ship. I think that makes sense. So that would mean that these guys... Can we actually see how many sailors are on a ship? Or is that just needed to buy... No, to fully reinforce your navies you need 0 sailors. Or actually we've already got some sailors going on, probably. I'm guessing. I don't know. Have we increased our income, by the way, with the protection? Somewhat, I think. Rooting out corruption... Seems to be fine. Okay, so France is our ally. Let's probably... Right, trade league. Okay, that's something else we need to focus on. Trade leagues, I think... let's see if we can actually find it. And a mission, by the way. Agreed in Gibraltar. Remove Theodoro from the map. No, I don't think those missions are particularly handy right now. Just looking where the actual trade league stuff is. Because I think we are in a trade league. Because we could invite them to it. Trade efficiency, global trade power, mercantilism, privateer efficiency, inland bonus. This is all new as well, I think. Very good to know. I'm not sure. Caravan power increased. I probably missed it already. And we can actually... Yeah, we can actually invite someone, but they won't accept because trade league members may only have 1 province. So we can only invite other provinces that, other countries that have 1 province. So for example, I think Montferrat would be able to, although they are a vassal on the Savoy. Okay, how about Siena? Yeah, they would be interested in that. And I think that would be very interesting. What I know about trade leagues is that they increase trade power. For all countries involved, I believe. And also, goods produced will be increased. And it will be some sort of defensive alliance. So if one of the trade league nations is attacked, then the others will jump in there. So that's good to know. Factions are interesting for us as well. I think traders would be a good thing to focus on, representing the merchants and ship captains. Control of lucrative maritime trade routes. We can probably try and boost that at some point. Although I'm not quite sure. Influence changed. Country modifiers navy tradition plus is 001. We now have the aristocrats at the helm. Okay, well that's good to know. Why can I see though where the trade leagues are? I don't believe there's a map for it. I think that is something that might have to be improved upon, or I just don't know what it is. Let's see. We should we really should be able to see something. Perhaps we aren't in an actual. I think it should have been here in that case. We aren't in a trade league. That could be the case. Let's, by the way, set some rivals. I think Crimea would be a good rival for us. That makes sense. Right. Crimea, there we go. Provence, well, why not? Is Provence allied with France? No, actually France is a CB against them. Yeah, no. France isn't allied with them, so I'm gonna rival them. Am I saying that correctly? Yes. Okay, there we go. Just having to get my bearings, I suppose, in this game. It's a completely new situation when compared to the Japan playthrough. Mantua, I believe, should be somewhere around here. Florence. Mantua, there it is. Ah, that could be, actually. It could be a good... Yeah, no, they won't be invited in the trade league, so let's go with Mantua. Bam. There we go. Your corruption is growing, yes, we know. We've got provincial unrest. That's sort of annoying. It's probably somewhere around here, is it? Yeah, it is. But I don't think it's a problem just yet, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Poland, tell us of the event of successor of blah blah blah. We need a Jagiellon. Okay. That's good for you. Still working there. We've got... we can't invite France, of course, in the trade league. I really want to see if we can get a trade league up and running. By the way, Florence likes us a lot, and I think we will invite Venice now into... Venice could have led the league. Yeah, I don't think... Venice is probably gonna found another trade league. Oh, by the way, this is a new feature as well, condottieri. Basically, that means that we can lease out our own troops to another country. So... yeah, there we go. These are our troops, and we can actually state what kind of money we want to get from that. Maintenance times something. And that will... yeah, we can just add this, and then that will give us a cost per month for Venice. And then our troops will just be rented out to Venice. So that's a nice way to, I guess, get some more money. Get some more income whenever we don't need our troops ourselves. That's a nice feature, I think, in a new expansion. For now, I think we will ally with Venice. Accepted. There we go. 15k troops. A lot of ships. Kingdom of Italy and the Empire. Okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. That's the, I think, the normal thing that always triggers. Let's see. All seems fine to me. I really hope that we are in time with Poland before anything else happens, because I really think that we need them to defend ourselves against Crimea here. Anything else that we would be able to ally here? Lithuania doesn't like us at all. Golden Horde is probably too far away. Yeah, no, Poland I think is the main thing that we want to focus on. And we are working towards that. It's just gonna take some more time, unfortunately. Probably quite a long time, actually. Okay, can we see what Castile is doing? Allied with Navarra. That's Granada. Aragon is not doing anything. France is allied with Navarra as well. Okay. So, with the It might actually be pretty nice for us. I'm not sure. Well, we can't ally Castile because we're already allied to France, so that makes sense. But I really need to know whether Aragon and Castile are gonna go at it, and then we would be able to sort of swoop in and get these two provinces here. I think that's gonna be very important for us. Savoy hasn't got an ally yet. If Savoy allies with France, then we would be able to actually ally for Savoy as well. Okay. Corruption is actually going up now. That's a shame. We could start to do some stuff here, but apparently no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. Anything else? Let's see. I really want to see if we can get another dude in our trade league. Yeah, okay, we can work on Siena and see if that will work. And I'm not sure. I think we will found an actual trade league in that case. Show timeline. Ooh, that's very interesting. Yeah, not a lot happening just yet. That makes sense, but that's gonna be very interesting. Sort of time lapses I think you can create with that. Okay. Slowly but surely getting up to speed here. With the actual focus on slowly. It's gonna take some time. Urbino is actually a vassal as well, it seems. So we can't... Oops. We can probably... vassal of the Papal State. Right, okay, okay. Not a lot of single one province miners here. The Papal State actually has a province right there. That's interesting. Mantua is a rival to us, right. Oh, Lucha. Lucha. They will accept when it comes to a trade league. Would we be able to vassalize them? No, because of our economic base. Would be interesting though, and we could try just attack it and take it over. As a sort of quick way to expand our kingdom here. Our republic, I should say. They aren't allied with anything, so... We could see if we could perhaps get a mission, improve our prestige. No, greed in Gibraltar. I don't want to own Gibraltar. We could do it though. Actually, I think it's an interesting choice here. We only have 2 diplomats though, so it's a bit of a shame. How are we doing in Siena? Yeah, okay, we can now stop the dude in Siena. Make him go to Siena again to invite those guys to the trade league. All league members join in defensive war. Each member agrees to transfer trade power to its leader. Leader must have at least -50 prestige to continue leading the trade league. Being in a trade league gives diplomatic relations -1, global ship trade power plus 20%. Multiplicative, jeez, what a word. In provinces with trade by merchant republics, local good produced modifier plus 100%. This is amazing. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. This is our first real decision that's going to lead, hopefully, to an increase in income here. And that's going to show us what the Mare Nostrum expansion can do. So we are now at 2.44. Let's see what this does. We will not offer an alliance. I don't think it's worth it. Although, over time, we might be able to vassalize them. Well, apparently it's going to be very difficult. So, invite to trade league it is. 2.44 it was. Entered our trade league. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. Can we actually see our own country? Yes. Receiving trade power. In a trade league with Siena. League leader Genoa. Okay, so that's why we couldn't find it before, because there wasn't a trade league yet. So that actually cost us a diplomatic relation, -1. So now we only have space for 1 more. We are allied with France and with Venice, so it's fine. Okay, let's see. 2.45. But I'm guessing... Oh, Lithuania and Aragon are actually threatening our trades because of blockades to our ports. Eh, oh well. Anything going on here? They are enemies with France. Not with Castile though, so that's a bit of a shame. Nevada and Portugal, that's fine with me. Where is the actual province that they want us to pick here? Oh, it's this one, excuse me. Granada would be a good target for us as well. No allies just yet. Okay, so this is good. We are in a defensive pact with Siena, and we will also be helped by France and Venice should we be attacked. So that sounds pretty good to me. Okay, let's see what else we can do. We've got a diplomat free again, and we want to go to Lucia. And we want to invite them to the Trade League as well. Local goods produced modifier plus 100%. Diplomatic relations. That's all the same. Each member agrees to transfer trade power to its leader. So they are now going to transfer all their trade power to us, it seems. With their help, we will become even richer. Perfect. Okay, let's see. I think that's gonna be the main focus. Main focus as well of this playthrough. In the Japan playthrough, I think our main weakness was the fact that we didn't have a lot of money most of the time. Actually, not any money, basically. And I really want to see if we can get that working a bit better in this playthrough, because yeah, that would be very nice. And of course, we are in a good position. We are a trade republic, a merchant republic, and we are going to focus on trading and perhaps the New World as well. So in theory, we should be able to get a better economic base going than with Japan. So I'm very curious to see if that's going to happen. For now, let's see a bankruptcy of the Casa San Giorgio. In 1407, Ufficio di San Giorgio began a banking business, lending money to its shareholders and providing services and bills of exchange. By 1437, the bank also managed the mint. Continued state borrowing and undercapitalization brought the bank down in 1444. What shall we do? Save the bank for 3 inflation or let it die. Lose 10 Republican tradition. Let's see. This is changed by +1 every year, so it's gonna cost us 10 years to get that 10 back. And the effects are a national unrest -2. I don't know. These national unrest things won't be that big of a problem, I think. And the inflation is quite brutal, basically. But we can immediately chop it down to 1% by spending administrative points. 75, that's gonna cost us. By the way, we really need to focus on advisors, I think. 467 isn't great. And also, we hopefully don't need military power. I think we are going to lose the Republican tradition. It's fine. So I think we are going to focus on probably Diplo tech. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Spy network construction. That's another new feature in the Mare Nostrum expansion. You can actually set up spy networks in other countries. Can I show you how that works? Let's see. Covert actions, a lot of stuff. Steal maps is new as well. Counter-espionage. Infiltrate administration. I think that was there already. Build spy network. Well, it doesn't really say what it's gonna do. Oh, there we go. The size of our spy network each month. There's a 2.09 risk of discovery. It doesn't really say what it does. But I think, for example, one of the things is that you can get a discount for technology that those guys already have, for example. So that might be something to look into in future episodes. Corsica and Sardinia is a state. The capital. Oh, this is actually... okay, yeah. No, that's the state and territory system. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that, if we're going to do with that. Going to do anything with that, but we'll see. Any case, let's go with the diplomatic reputation dude, I think. Just to get the 1 point each month increase. Production efficiency might be nice, although probably we aren't focused on that too much. Well, somewhat. Trade is more important. A lot more important. No, I don't think we will do that. We could lower our army maintenance, but I'm not quite sure if it's a good idea because of the situation that we are in. So in any case, we are in a trade league with Genoa and Siena. Genoa, that's us. Siena and Lucia. So I think that's good. Are there any other one province minors that that's Portugal, that we might want to induct into our little trade league. Ragusa, would you be willing to join in? Not really, because they could have led the league. I'm not sure that they could. Oh, they have multiple provinces? No, that's Byzantium. I'm not sure. Oh, Aragon. Aragon is going to be a thorn in my side. Castile still hasn't rivaled them. Actually, they did. Okay, that's great. I don't know. We wouldn't be able to get Castile as an ally, though. How's Poland doing? Getting there, but still taking a long time. And meanwhile, I'm sort of afraid of the Crimea dudes. Such a shame that we couldn't ally Poland straight away. The Ottomans don't hate us, basically. Anything else? There's nothing here, basically. Byzantium would be a nice ally, but I'm not quite sure how well they would be able to protect us in the event of an attack here. Theodoro would perhaps be a good vassal or new province for us, as I said. Golden Horde could be nice. Bit far away. That's I think. No, and not in the same religious group. I think it could still be very good against the Crimeans, though. Crimea. Well, that's fine. In any case, I think we'll put in a cut for now after this very first episode of the Mare Nostrum. Mare Nostrum playthrough. Yeah, as I said, I'm very much looking forward to playing this new playthrough, playing the new expansion. Yeah, because this is a first episode, I want to ask you guys to feel free to share this video with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, I don't know. Let's just see if we can get as many people in here as we can. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. If you have any comments down below already, then feel free to leave them down below here as well. I could probably use some help. Not a lot of experience with merchant republics, but I think we've gotten off to a good start. Yeah, so that's probably it. I will see you guys in the next time. Until then, bye-bye.